Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Castle Crush. And in this video we're gonna do another preparation for the end of the season trophy push, which is gonna happen in 2 days. On Sunday, I believe. And let's dive right into it. Generally speaking, in my experience, the more you play during the season, the higher of a trophy you tend to get. So we're gonna try to play as much as we can before the end of the season to make sure we can get to 6.6 and maybe beat our personal best. We'll have to see. Whoops, wrong card. But I think we're fine. I still have a standard bearer to dodge the Black Witch. Just need to be careful with it. He can... Interesting. I'm sure he still has another lightning. Let's do this. Good. Yeah, the angel was for the demon. How many demon do you have? Now he's gonna use the lightning on my necromancer. Switch lane. Push. Where's this dragon? Where is this dragon? No dragon? Then that'll be the end. Whoa, overtime without a dragon. Interesting. I think dragon is extremely strong in overtime deck, not only because it's very strong itself. The wind it has when you summon it, the wind on all 3 lanes can buy the overtimer lots and lots of time. But did I say this to you guys? I don't normally play as much near the end of the season just because everyone else is boosting and I rarely boost. Honestly, I've only boosted twice since the new patch last year came out. And that's like 10 months ago. So
as you wish, master.
Let's do this. We'll have to take care of that pirate. I don't have a win just yet, but we're in a good shape with that storm elemental hitting his castle. And that's a game for us. Yeah, so I'm sure you guys know this, that at the end of the season, everyone is boosting. That most of people already have cards, higher cards level I have. And when they are boosting their deck, it's extremely hard for me to win. But it's still possible. That's what's really fun for me. So we're aware that he already used the extra crystal. So the highest mana he has is 5 and 6 right now. So the key cards that are 6 mana are Black Witch, Lightning, Inferno. And now he has 7 mana. If you keep track of those, you'll always be prepared of what might be coming your way. Now you can see that he played a shaman there that did nothing, literally. And I'm sure he knows it before he played it, which means he has nothing on top that can help him come back. So he has to play something there. If you see that happening, that generally means you're in a good shape. I'm gonna show you the replay just in a second after we finish this. So you'll see that if your opponents did anything like it, you're in a good shape. And you probably don't need to dodge anything before the next draw. We're facing all the overtime there is. 245 right off the bat. Wow. Let's just use what? So he's using the Boneyard Cannon deck. Meteor Boneyard Cannon with the 45. To be honest with you, I really hate this kind of deck because it's solely dependent on luck, nothing else. Anyone can win with this sort of deck if it's lucky. Now he has 2 wind ready, I'm sure. Meteor. Yes. How did I know? Another meteor. And cannon. He probably has two cannon in his hand right now. 1. Where's your second cannon and your second meteor? That's the second meteor. Oh well. And his deck, he can win against lots of people if he's lucky, but the cap for this kind of deck is relatively low. What I mean by cap is, I've seen people with maxed out levels of this card, like level 13 Meteor, level 10 Genie, and level 13 Cannon Shot, with level 10 Boneyard, and the highest trophy he gets, like the best trophy count he gets was like 6.7k, and that's it. I mean, I don't need that amount of insane level. I still can get to the same amount of trophy. So that's why this deck may be fun to play with because it's trolling people. But if you're aiming for very high trophy, then this deck is not the way to go. This deck. But let's check this one out. If you might probably already have noticed that I have a tendency to watch replay after a game, just to make sure I understand what has been going on and understand my opponent's decision. If I don't check out the replay, that means I understand very most part of the game that I just played. there just to show you that the shaman is the only thing he got. So it's not efficient. If you see your opponent's doing anything like that, that means he doesn't have anything good against you. So you don't need to worry as much. But the beginning, this season ends in only 2 days, so the next season is gonna get started real quick. And I'll be free to play any kind of deck without worrying about the trophy loss. So if there is any kind of deck you want to see me play, make sure you let me know. Like the power deck, Archer Queen deck, Skull Queen deck with skeletons, or Rush deck with or without Standard Bearer and Reaper. Literally anything. I think I'm fairly good with lots of deck. And it's also very fun for me to play all kinds of deck instead of only the, what is it, Necromancer deck. We need to find a way to deal with that. Angel there. I think he's also playing my kind of deck. Whoa. That's not good. 2 Blizzard, wow. Whoa, what is this? Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, wait a second. 3 Blizzard already. 4 Blizzard. What? Wow. Let's do this. 4 Blizzard. What? 4 Blizzard and 4 Ice Elemental. What a deck. Wow.
Feel my curse.
I bring eternal life.
Good game. What? Another win. Wow, he's not giving up. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, GG. Where? Whoa. What kind of deck is this? He got really lucky that he drew his Blizzard really quick. Otherwise, I would have cleared the middle lane way faster and turned the table rather easily. So if I met him again and we have another rematch, I don't think I'm gonna lose. Let's push for the arrow. He might have another poison. But if he stack 2 arrow in 1 shot. Oh, that hurts. He probably has 1 more lightning. So, yeah. Now that he's out of arrow for now, the shaman is free to deal damage. Wrong guess, mate. Has 1 more fire elemental. Yes, I knew it. Let's do this. Now his poison, his second poison is coming. So he's probably waiting for my Storm Elemental to get close to my Angel and use poison there. I haven't seen him play any Black Witch just yet. Another dragon? Yeah. Let's do this. Oh, so his dragon is level 5. Then let's switch lane and go for the castle. Good game. He doesn't have a wing. Oh, so he only has 1 lightning and 1 poison. Interesting. Not so easy, my friend. Not so easy. Good game. So yeah, I think we can do some fun stuff for the next season. And maybe I'm gonna check out a few of my subscribers' account and play their deck just for the fun of it. They have fairly decent deck, but I think I still can make some good suggestions about it. Let's take care of the shaman. Be ready for the Black Witch. No, not just yet.
Fight for honor.
Whoa, whoa. Dang. Alright, I think we're gonna lose this one. Yay. Level 5 dragon. Wow. Alright. Alrighty. Push bottom. Whoa. Level 9 Fire Elemental gives off a vibe that the player who plays it is cheating, you know. Just way too strong for anyone to deal with
Fight
it.
for honor.
GG. Like this is the 670 special ability damage. That's more than my meteor. Let's see how much damage does my meteor deal. Also, I have 870 and that's 760. Wow, it's just insane. I think if I don't get any idea of which deck to play, maybe I can start with the rush deck. It's gonna be fun. A lot of you probably doesn't notice that I first started playing Castle Crush with Mud Elemental, and then I started playing Reaper deck, and I was really good at it. What level? Wow, jeez. Yeah, this is why preparation games like this is gonna be useful for Sunday when we actually make the climb.
I bring eternal life.
But if you haven't noticed, the level 11 player actually have higher cards level than mine. Let's see. Even without the boost, he still has. My pirate is level 9, he's level 11. This is the same. Mine is level 7. Mine is actually level 5, but I can upgrade it to level 7 if I want. But that's still lower than his. Mine is level 5 again. Mine is level 4 mage, I think. So never underestimate your opponent's level. And for me, actually, my card's level more fit into a level 10, level 11 castle instead of level 12. It's just I used to play lots of different decks at the beginning of this game, so I upgraded some cards that I don't currently use, and also I made lots of donations that gave off experience for upgrading. That's why the opponents I face tend to have higher level cards than mine, which I'm really used to it now. Actually, I think that's the way I like it. If me and my opponents have the same card level, then there's no fun anymore. We need to deal with that bottom lane as quickly as we can. Now. Switch. Oh. No, I think we're gonna lose this one. Yeah. He had a fairly good draw because he started with extra crystal, and he got his Skull Queen and Boneyard right off the bat. That gave him a very good advantage. Oh, and I think I take it as a sort of practice to keep fighting opponents with higher level. Probably that's why I'm very used to everything when it comes to tournaments. Because I've been facing uphill battle all the time. And when the tide is square, what do you call it? When we're on the same level, same page, then it's fairly easy for me to win. In the next game, we're gonna try to predict our opponent's deck as soon as we can, so we can be prepared for whatever might be coming. Alright? Crystal, so as soon as you see that, what comes to my mind is Boneyard or Orc's Horde. So either way, the wind is not as useful as it could be. And let's put the spike statue to protect the castle. He's not playing anything. Interesting. He's at 6 mana already, so if he's not playing anything, then he might be playing some sort of what? Oh, I feel so shameful for making all the analysis and he just left the match. Oh god. Oh, that's so shameful. Wow. Give me a break, man.
I bring eternal life.
Okay, let's try this again, alright? Deck analysis. Deck prediction and analysis. Again, Crystal. That means Boneyard. Or Orc's Horde with Dragon and Fortify. Now, if I see that, I'm automatically thinking Archer Queen and Gust of Wind and the Black Witch. Let's do this. Whoa. And now, as soon as I see that Spectre, I'm sure this is a deck that I don't understand. And when fighting a deck that I don't understand, you need to take every chance you can to attack your opponent's castle, instead of dealing with his troop. Switch lane. Let's do this. Oh no. Oh. That Fan Dancer is gonna rip us off. Big time. And his Inferno is really high level. I didn't mention this, but if you noticed, his Inferno one-shotted my Necromancer. So we need to keep a tab of his Inferno. Do this to make sure our Phoenix can. Never mind. But after our troop passes theirs, we're late. We're late. No. No. The reason I was late is because I was trying to wait till my Necromancer passes their troop and switch to the middle lane, so that the spike statue is gonna keep respawning and block every attack he gives. But I was way ahead of myself. I didn't see the wind coming even though I knew he has a wind. And I didn't see the Black Witch coming even though I knew he has a Black Witch. So let's talk. More action. He gave up his first card. Oh, I mean, discarded the card just now. So he might be playing balanced deck. By balanced deck, I mean deck cards like Golem, Angel, Gust of Wind,
Feel my curse.
Black Witch, Dragon, and Archer Queen, or Shaman, Phoenix. Those are cards, typical cards for a balanced deck. And balanced deck used to be very popular before cards like Ice Elemental, Fire Elemental being released. And Baroness, which is rough. But not anymore, because as more cards being released, the new card is gonna make up new strong decks. And replace the old. Okay, back to deck analysis, okay? Do this with me. After you see the card he plays, think of any card that might be related to that card. And we just saw a crystal. What card connection do you make with crystal and spike statue?
Feel my curse.
That's how I knew the Black Witch is coming. Oh. I don't have time to wait for this to dodge the Inferno. So I have to bet that he has a bomb, and the Gust of Wind can dodge the bomb, which it didn't. But it's alright. Gust of Wind is rather abundant card, let's put it that way. So there are lots of scenarios where Gust of Wind can come in handy. Dodge. Protect the Storm Elemental. Protect our castle. But another Fire Elemental might be coming though. So let's save that Angel to heal up the Storm Elemental. Didn't heal as much as I needed, as I wanted to be, but it's good enough. Another Angel. And we're gonna switch lane as soon as he plays the next card. Do this. GG. Yeah, so the lightning gave us a bit of trouble for our necromancer, but because we protected our Storm Elemental well, so even he has fortified, it doesn't matter in front of Storm Elemental. Is any one of you from German? If you are, let me know. I'm curious where everyone is from.
Feel my curse.
Just in time. Or you could say that I waited until I can play Angel and the Standard Bearer, and then only then I played the Angel. That's how you need to play the tournament to win. Usually my luck doesn't come twice in a row, so because I won the last tournament really easily. If you haven't checked out a tournament video out, make sure you do. It's titled Spending Only 210 gems, winning both of the Grand and the Master tournament, I think. And it's a good video. It shows I played another deck in that video. It's my tournament, one of my tournament decks. Let's save that wind. If he does that, he might have a blizzard or that. I'm not sure if I want to fight that, so let's switch lane there. And wait for a bit before we push him back. That's alright. We took care of the all other lanes. And as soon as we switch lane, we're in a good shape. Not anymore. Let's push first and try to build another strong lane. Wow, those archers are very strong. Whoa, GG. Yeah, I think I did well in this game. It's just his resurrection is a pain in the ass. But I don't blame myself for the loss, really. What is it? The Necromancer with Boneyard deck, with Skeleton and Boneyard deck, is a natural counter to my deck. So in that case, loss is inevitable. Inevitable. Yeah. Inevitable. Protect the angel. I knew about it, but I was hesitating about whether to use the standard barrier for just a shaman. Doesn't seem like a good deal. That's alright. We already have a second lane going, and it's going strong. This is to finish the executioner off. This is to be prepared for this. Oh, that hurts. But now he used his last demon. The Storm Elemental is a good card to play. No. No. I'm not fighting that. Whoa. Now my Ice Elemental came, but it's a little bit too late. Yeah, this deck is what I told you about. Like, as soon as you see a crystal, I said Orc's Horde. I meant this kind of deck with 45, as I mentioned. This is a strong deck. But if it didn't, he only has one crystal. If it didn't start with that, he's gonna face a tougher battle from. My deck is strongest if I can get my legendary card up and going. Like if I can upgrade them to higher levels, because it relies heavily on legendary card. And the reason I'm thinking of doing a upgrading frenzy video is because I need to come up with a second deck while I'm collecting legendary card to upgrade. I need a second deck like this. I need to upgrade cards in this deck to help us get through and get more trophies. Let's do a Reaper deck just for the fun of it. For a time, I use this Reaper deck to beat the best of players out there. What? I'm facing lots of weird deck today. So he used... Yeah, I don't understand his deck. Let's wait. Now we can do something. Oh dang, I meant to play the Reaper. That's alright. That's alright. We still has a protection coming. Whoa. Yeah, I really don't understand his deck. Now I do. He just mixed the what is it? A warrior in between a hybrid deck, a rush deck with orcs and triplet. Interesting. I don't think his deck is good, because if he's facing anyone with 2 arrows in their deck and they stack 2 arrows, they're gonna kill everything. And the strongest card he has is Executioner and Orc's Horde. So I don't like his deck. Try to take care of that Storm Elemental. And now let's try to find the real Shaman. Yep. Inferno? No. Arrow? My protection is coming though. No? Whoa. I'm not getting any card I need. Wow. What is this game? Do this in case my... Let's see. Then let's protect that. And Rage on bottom. and that'll be game over. Oh well, this reminds me of why I switched from Reaper to another deck. Reaper is not as fun as, or as easy to play as it used to be, because there was a time that, let's put it this way, before cards like Ice Elemental, which is the deadly counter, hard counter of Reaper, and Poison, that kills Reaper even from protection. Shock. Actually, Shock is doable if you're playing Reaper. Shock is alright. But nowadays, lots of people are playing either the main meta are either Rush deck or the the extra crystal mana ritual deck. So everything is fast, and Reaper's walking speed is nerfed because the standard bearer is nerfed. So Reaper walks really slow, and this became useless because of the protection became useless because of the Ice Elemental and the Poison and Spike Statue. So, and everyone who is not playing a Rush deck is either using extra crystal to draw cards faster or using Gust of Wind, two of them. That's why Reaper became harder to play than it used to be. Not only did hard counter new cards like Poison came out, but also they nerfed Standard Bearer, wanting to nerf Rush deck, which it didn't. But they sure as hell nerfed Reaper deck, as it's already been very weak. Now, if you're facing a deck with Fortify, any kind of deck, the Storm Elemental become very crucial in any sense. Now we need to wait till he gets 6 mana, which is 2, 1. Do this. So he's being patient. Let's see again. Actually, I didn't see where did the lightning struck. Let's check it out again. Oh, so it is bottom. Alright. Well, let's do a couple more and call it a day. And we're gonna do one more on Sunday. And that time it's gonna be a real push from us. this just to take a few hits while he's raging. Where's his standard bearer? Where's his standard bearer? There it is. Go back. Let's just make to 6.2k to wrap this thing up. So a crystal and a mana ritual. And his choice is Executioner. No demon? Bomb? Oh, fire elemental, alright. What? Let's just do this. Well, things are coming together. So he played one Inferno. There's no way for him to 2 Inferno stack my entire lane anymore. We're safe. I'm sure he was holding on till he can get 2 Inferno to stack it on my Necromancer. But he couldn't wait it any longer. That's why we decided to switch lane, because I don't need the standard bearer to dodge his Inferno anymore. There we go. Ding. Let me show you this. Switch. Whoa, level. Whoa. What are those levels? It's gonna. Yeah. Switch lane. There it is. Switch again. No? I really need a wind right now. No. Then it's GG. If I don't get the win last draw, then I don't have a chance. Yeah, too late. I knew it. That was rather unlucky because we have 2 wind and I only get it the second last draw before the first 7 draw. In the first 7 draw, I got it the second last draw, and my last wind is gonna come in the last draw. Whoa, whoa. Damn, I meant to play the Gust of Wind. But it's okay. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, I know. reason I played the Necromancer on bottom is because I don't know if he has a meteor or not, and it's likely that he does. So if he kill my Necromancer, at least playing it bottom will keep his meteor away from my Angel. That's protecting the storm. I don't know about you, but I used to watch gameplays of Castle Crush before I go to bed, and I find it very helpful for me to actually fall asleep, you know. I kind of have to have a little bit of noise going on in the background to fall into sleep quickly. It's weird, right? Nope. Not in a million years. I was too early, or rather I put that standard bearer too ahead. We might be losing this because I didn't dodge his wind. Yeah, we're gonna lose this. He has at least one more wind in his hand. And we don't know how many cannon shot he has. GG. Are we gonna make to 6.2k at all? Now if he's smart, he's gonna play his catapult on top. Yes. He's a good player. He a good player. He a good player. GG. Whoa! I was slow. I was slow. Too slow.
Fight for honor.
Let's do this. I can't deal with that middle lane right now. Whoa. Whoa. Give me something. Give me something. Anything.
Fight for honor.
Ooh, dodge the bullet. Not today, my friend. Not today. Ugh. Kaya, Cyprus. Wow, very creative, fun name. Cyprus. I got a feeling that I'm gonna see that name in one of the movies, like the Hollywood movies one day. Cyprus. Whoa. It sounds like a name of a big, huge antagonist. He's gonna protect the bottom. We're gonna kill the Reaper as soon as he uses protection. No? I didn't have to push, but I wanted to.
Eternal life.
Oh, by the way, I hope you guys are staying healthy and safe from the coronavirus. It is a difficult time. But everyone is responsible for their own health and preventing the spread of virus. So make sure you practice good habits and personal hygiene. I knew. Push. Oh. Now what? I don't want to deal with that. Too many angel. It's gonna be a waste of time. Speaking of time, we need to buy it sometime real bad. Let's spam all the cards. Oh yeah. Normally, the less I talk, the more I'm focused on the game. Rush deck. Rush deck. Maybe he's playing Reaper. Yeah. You know how I know he's playing Reaper? Because of that Hollow Knight. Now, we're gonna wait. Now is the time. He has one more standard bearer. And after he plays the next standard bearer, we're gonna use the Ice Elemental. And now he has nothing. He has nothing. No comeback from this. Oh, except that. That's the only card that he could come back. But we have 2 win. Because we've been very smart on our hard counter cards. Let's push now before he draws the next standard bearer. And I decided to switch lane just to make this more fun. Just to make this more fun. Where is his standard bearer? Not just it. Whoa. Then let's push. Try to make a big storm elemental. Oh well. Kinda wished he would have stayed longer. Oh, by the way, if you stayed this long, because normally I notice that. Anyway, if you have stayed this long, I'm thinking of coming up a new channel name. And if you heard this, that probably means you have enough interest that you had actually stayed this long. So I would consider your advice seriously if you can suggest some channel name that could rhyme or relate to Vernon, because Vernon is my English name. I was thinking about Vernon Immersion, but I'm very terrible at picking up new names, so I can really use some help here. Or is it that bad? Vernon Immersion. It's not that bad, right? No. Another fire elemental. Or a dragon. I don't know if I'm afraid of dragon at the bottom lane. I'm kinda strong. I'm kinda strong. Nata. Not afraid of a dragon or two. Yeah, I know I can read him like read a book, like reading a book. Like reading a book. I can read them like reading a book. There we go. Let's see how big we can make our phoenix. Come on, fire elemental. You can do it. Nope. Oh well. You just need to be focused. Focus. To be able to win. I have to give up on the phoenix because I need to save my wing on the catapult. And once my ice elemental finish the genie, I can use standard barrier to take care of another thing. That's 6.2 for us. 6.6 without forge. What? Yeah, so this is Jihad. Meet my friend Jihad. I think he's one of the most strongest player out there. We did this friendly battle, and my win rate against him is kind of 50-50. I think it's very hard to say because we play different kinds of deck, but he's definitely the best player I know with his deck.
Hi.
Give me your black witch. Oh, I really hate those level 5. Yeah, oh, what? No, not now. Dang. Whoa.
I bring eternal life.
Hi.
Let's take care of middle lane. Top lane. And the real shaman is at the bottom.
Hi.
heal everybody up. Get ready for the next Black Witch.
Hi.
If he's not playing it, I'm gonna switch him.
Feel my curse.
Oh well, we got lucky, but we have a shock anyway. GG. Rah. I I thought if there will be any one of you stay this longer to witness my winning streak, you know. A lot of you probably had already left, seeing me lose like crazy. Now that I have decided to make more videos, I probably need to find a way to do this more amusingly. More entertaining is what I want to say. But huge thanks to those of you who had stayed this long. I mean, I don't blame anyone who had left, but I really need to find better way to deliver my thoughts on how to play Castle Crush better. Because if I get too focused, then I don't talk as much. If I talk a lot and teaching how to play things, I don't play as well.
I bring eternal life.
All those arrows. I think he had already played 3 or 4 arrows. So we need, yeah, I was gonna say we need to watch out for the third lightning. I don't think we have a chance anymore now. Vernon? Yep. Do this. Actually, let's push. Push. Do that. That's alright. Deal with the middle lane. Protect. Push. That's alright. Heal. Protect. Oh! Yay! Yay! He has one more win at least. I need to buy us some time. I knew. Huh. Oh. As you wish, master. He's gonna play the catapult on the bottom. Trust me. What did I say? What did I say? Now I kinda get it why women like to say all men are the same. Let's deal with that. Oh no.
Hi.
It's gonna be It's gonna be very amazing for me if, say, a year from now that you couldn't fall asleep and you're scrolling videos, random videos on YouTube to watch, and mine came across and it helped you fall into sleep. Or you scrolled and watched this video for this long. It's really amazing if that could actually happen. I bring eternal life. Last one. Let's do last game and call it a day for today.
Hi.
Hi. Hello to you too, fan dancers. How have you been? Allow me to send my greetings. What? You don't want to see me? Why are you pushing me back? Well, goodbye, my friend. Not gonna deal with that.
Feel my curse.
Nope. Now, because it's early in the game, so it's okay that I'm a little bit late with the shock. Because he can't play anything right after the Black Witch. Again, because it's early in the game. In the late stage of each game, you have to be quick. You have to be quick. Ooh, no.
Hi.
No. I bring eternal life. I really need an angel. Okay, believe it or not, this is the exact same deck we faced last time in our last video for our last match. Actually, as a matter of fact, let me just quickly double check if it's the same player last time when we do a video. Do one more, just in case if it was. Let's break the cycle. I don't like this kind of cycle. What is this? What card did I lost? I was trying to search on YouTube for my last video to see if he was the last player I faced last video. No, I need. It's like I'm gutting myself.
I bring eternal life.
Oh, those high level inferno. Oh well, let me just put myself into ease and check out my last video. My channel. Hey, I have I have one more subscriber. Yay. Okay, let's see. The last player we played. Oh, no, it's actually Sneaky Anders from Finest Vikings. So it's a different player. It's just the same deck. Okay, this is the last game. Now I really look forward for Sunday. And I'm gonna do a big push from 6.2 to 6.6. Boosting. Of course, there's no way for me right now to get to 6.6 without boosting. By boosting, I mean Forge. Actually, let's just play it. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm gonna save you from anything. I'm going to save you from anything in this world. Or not. Or not. Oh.
Bring eternal life.
Yeah, that sucks. I knew it. I knew it was coming. But still, it breaks my heart. Seeing my troops die like that.
Eternal life.
Oh, slow deck. I kinda want to save my standard bearer. Because I feel like with all the wind he has, standard barrier's bonus movement speed is gonna come of help. Shock. Buy time. Push. Give me one more wind. One more wind. Yeah. Now the wind did came, but I already lost almost all my troops. Well played. Well played. Now this is probably the game telling me to stop and call it a day, you know. So let's just leave it at that. And without further ado, this is gonna be the end of the video, and I wish you healthy and safe and sound and happy. Keep it real, and I will see you on Sunday. Bye bye.